Hello, I'm Elizabeth Servasio, the Director of Children and Youth Ministries for the Episcopal Church in Colorado. And today I am joined by Kimberly Hubbs, the Director of Youth Ministry at St. Matthew's in Parker, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about suicide prevention. Kimberly, I'd love to hear why you're passionate about this work and how you think it's intersected with the reality of COVID-19.
Thank you, Liz, and thanks for the opportunity to be here today and share a little bit about suicide and the information that we've gathered in ministry to help with suicide awareness and prevention. Suicide's been a growing concern in the area of ministry for the last several years, especially here in the state of Colorado. As a youth director, it's a particular concern for all of us that work with youth, and we in our parish at St. Matthew's and myself have spent the last 18 months really going through a lot of extra training and education in the area of suicide so that we could better understand and better minister to our children and our youth. I became really passionate about it and wanted to spend that time educating myself and our youth leaders, just really as a mom of 3 teenage girls and as a youth director. Volunteering and working in my girls' high school. There was a season last year where in the surrounding high schools, we had a series of suicides that followed each other. And it prompted all of us to just want to learn more and become more educated. What we discovered was that there were certain common or core, what we call roots for human beings. So I think the best way to describe a human in this context is to think of people as being trees. All humans have roots, and it's important that those roots are solid and healthy and strong, because at certain times in our lives, one of those roots might get pulled out of the ground or yanked up, and we need the other roots to help keep us grounded and strong, and what I call strong and healthy in the storms of life. So these roots are family, faith, our friends, our job, our vocation, or if we're a student, our school, our significant others or the person that we're married to, our hobbies or our passions, the things that we do for fun, our service work or our generosity, the way we share the gifts that we have with others, and then our own physical and mental health. And it's really important that we as people that keep all of these areas healthy. Like I said earlier, if in life you were to say lose your job or have a family member pass away, you have these other roots and the other areas of your life to help keep you strong and weather the storm. Where suicide and the COVID-19 crisis really intersect and kind of crash in some ways is that COVID causes a shift in some of these roots for many people. So for some people who were struggling with suicide or their mental health prior to the COVID crisis, they may now have been experiencing a greater loss of some of their roots that weren't strong and healthy. But for those people that were not struggling prior to the COVID crisis, they may find themselves in crisis now because they may have lost their jobs. They may not be able to do the things that they're passionate about and that they would do to help exercise or relieve stress. They can't meet with their friends on a Friday after work and kind of unwind after the week. And I think the greatest loss of all for all of us is that we can't go to church on Sunday and worship in our homes of faith and worship with our faith communities where we often gathered a lot of that strength. So that's where I feel like we're seeing the biggest intersection. And certainly the biggest thing that we can do to help one another is to continue to find ways to reach out to one another. Go old school, mail, phone calls, text message. We need to be thinking about, oh, have I talked to this person in the last couple of weeks? How can I reach out and connect with them in this time of loss?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kimberly. If any of this is of interest to you as you watch this video and it's piqued your interest, I really encourage you to go to the Ministry's Reality page and see how this is intersecting with COVID-19, this reality, as well as our other realities we've been focusing on. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.